making hay.
All right, we're super slammed. One of my drivers, H2A guys, had to go home for a doctor's appointment. So we're teaching another guy how to drive. So I got Boomhauer training Top Gun. I think we should give them a GoPro and let's see what the inside of this truck happens, how much grinding they get. So it's two guys in a truck, so it should be plenty safe. There just will be lots of laughing. Boomhauer and Top Gun. I want you guys to video each other. Be safe.
Okay.
We expect lots of grinding and lots of laughing.
So I think everyone's bright idea when Trevor told me about training to drive the semi. I was like, yeah, sure. He's like, yeah, you can fly a plane. You can drive this.
Yeah.
It's a little different. How's your neck feeling?
It hurts a little bit from the whiplash of him but not too bad. I'm kind of bracing myself now, getting a little more used to it. He's doing a lot better the second time though.
So right now we have a system going. He'll drive when
It's fully loaded?
when it's fully loaded. I drive when it's empty because the way I'm driving.
Oh, it died.
We thought it died. We're just not used to the technology.
Yeah, we thought it didn't die. We're still good on battery.
But if I were to drive right now, with my driving skills, every single piece of hay would fly.
It would call all the reinforcements from the farm. The hay would be on the road, most likely. So. No, probably not. I got a little more faith in you than that, but it's better to be safe than sorry.
So we'll come back when I'm driving again, and we'll let you know how it goes.
Well, I turned down Rainbow, and I didn't see that there was a train stopped in the road. So I had to turn around and come back up. And, yeah. And now I'm, what am I on? Southern. Turned from Rainbow back onto Southern, where I was originally at. And now we're heading back to the farm.
Justin just stalled. He's a loser. He was making fun of me for stalling, and there's like 7 people waiting for us. And you stalled.
That happened. Yeah, I stalled.
The thing that's tricky is this little switch right here. This little nice
doohickey little guy.
Doohickey guy.
Sometimes you forget to switch it from high to low, and like when you're kind of in a rush and in a pinch. And I thought I was in low gear and I was in high gear, and I tried to go and it stalled the truck. You're not even facing it towards me. There you go. We're just two Tweedledees and Tweedledums. So this is kind of the bad part about being a trucker sometimes. Our squeeze driver has 1, 2, 3, and 4 trucks that have pulled up at the same time. So sometimes we have to wait a little bit if he gets backed up like this. But hey, you can sit in the AC.
And if anybody wants to cry about gas mileage, 6.05 miles to the gallon.
So Nate, how are you feeling on your first couple of trips on the semi?
Pretty good.
Getting it down? Having a little trouble like we always do, like everybody does. I do messing up just as much as he does my first time, but not doing too bad.
I'm a little hungry.
Alright, so now we are unloaded and headed back over to the field to get reloaded. Nate's driving it, as you can see, empty. And he's doing better. He's still trying to get the shifting down, but not doing too bad for his third time driving.
Ah!
You got that one.
God, I should have worn cargo pants.
Now that we're coming up to a red light up here, if you can see that, he's trying to downshift. That way you don't have to use your brakes as much and wear them down faster. He's having a little trouble grinding the gears a little bit.
So we'll just go on neutral.
Alright, so we're coming up to a turn right here. It's clear to go. Nate is starting to drive. Let's see how he does.
I want to go fast, I want to go fast, I want to go fast.
Swung a little wider than he needed to. But that's okay. If you got the room, use it. There you go. Woo! It's doing real good. Real good. Fifth to sixth. from 5th to 6th, that's when you have to flip that little lever right there up. That switches you from low gear to the high gear. Now look at this guy's shifting now. The last two were flawless, so you better do this one. Get her in there. Oh, look at that. Almost. Not grinding them anymore.
What?
You're not grinding them anymore.
You're not grinding, you're not smiling?
I don't think that works, but we'll go with it. So here's our other truck running with us today. Ron. He's in his truck number 10 right over here.
Oh, you hear that?
Beauty. Don't mind the grinding gears in the background. So this is where we have to head. So we have to turn off the road onto this dirt road and head way back to the end of this field. And there's a little hay pad back here on the right that they stacked all the hay up in. Trevor's out there in the squeeze waiting to load us. Trevor's truck is parked somewhere in this hay over here, but it's camouflaged, so you can never find it. It's always somewhere you don't know. I don't know how he finds it. There's Trevor waiting in the squeeze for us.
I like to pick it up real high so I can make a line with the bottom of the stack in the front of the trailer. It's nice and straight. Nate's actually going to drive the truck out of here in the field. This will be his first time loading a truck, or driving a truck loaded. So I'm going to give the camera back to Justin. Let's see how Nate does. Load it up. We're just right across the road from the farm, a couple hundred yards away. So it should be pretty funny.
All right. So Nate is driving this one, and now,
Bro, how you driving like this?
if you can see, we are fully loaded.
Justin's driving like a G. Can't even see over the freaking
You can't. You gotta drive a Peterbilt on the ground. Air brakes are off. He's going into first gear. And sometime today.
There we
it'll
go.
be- There it goes.
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's see how he does. Do you guys think he's gonna stall it?
Oh, he's stalling his
I
head?
don't know. We'll have to see if you get enough gas. Don't give it too much though, because you'll top the truck. Well, that was a little too much. Almost stalled it. Didn't. He caught himself.
That's it? No problem.
See if he can clear this border right here. They just fixed these up with the little tractor, so if he runs it over,
Say bye-bye to the head.
they're not gonna be too happy. Can you tell a difference now that the truck is loaded and not empty?
Well, kind of feels like when you have a fat girl in your car. Like, you're like, okay, it's kind of the same, but you know, like, the weight distribution is really different.
I don't think you can use that as a good example.
Yeah, and I have a girlfriend. There's no fat in my car. Girls. No fat girls. I'm sorry, Trevor.
I don't know how far this can see, but if you guys can see the tree right there, he's gonna have to swing way out and get very straight, because there's a very narrow canal, or a bridge over the canal that he has to make. There's 2 wooden posts on each side of it. If he takes one of those out, I don't know if he's gonna be driving trucks anymore.
Well, we're taking them out. Probably take both of them out.
Alright, now hopefully you guys can see that little bridge right there a little better. So I told him to hug up against this border right here, that way he can swing out, and when he gets over there, the truck will be as straight as it can be in this little space that we have. So he's swinging out, and there's the little bridge we gotta go across right there, between those 2 signs. Think you can make it?
I can make anything.
As long as you believe in yourself.
I'm more nervous about the turn on the road.
No, you got it. Here's the bridge, guys. Let's see if he makes it.
Oh, we got a car coming, so.
Look at this. Oh, he's gonna stop for the cars over there. There's also Gerrod Road right here. so it gets a little busy. Sometimes it's a little hard to turn out of here. There's the wood post we talked about too. Alright, we're pulling out onto the road now. Swing out a little bit farther over here. Well, let's see if he clears the post in the mirror.
Ooh, that was by felt like inches.
He cleared it by inches, but he got it.
Where's the gear?
Alright guys, we're coming up to the first turn right here at the stop sign. Ooh, no Jake brakes. Haven't quite taught him that one yet.
I can't do it.
You got this. Make sure all the cars are clear. Turn it nice and slow. If you turn too fast, the back trailer will whip around and it'll knock some bales off. So you're always going to turn nice and slow and steady. Get all the hay back to the farm right over here. Alright guys, it feels like forever for us, but for you guys it was seconds. Now we're back at the farm. Turning in. You gotta go real slow right here. There's a little dip when you come off the asphalt onto the dirt. Yeah, hit a little slow, but you can get it. And as soon as we turn in, you just a straight shot straight to the scale right over here. Alright guys, we're pulling onto the scale. Bring it into a lower gear.
How am I looking?
Looking good over here. Just keep it nice and centered. It'll be alright. You gotta make sure you stop for that last metal bar right there. And all the truck is on the scale. Alright, so now he's got to walk over here. Shack. What's that called?
And we're doing our...
You're doing your gross, that's your heavyweight.
Exactly. I'll put that in there.
Put it in the printer, scoot it up to the gross line.
Right there.
Reach over here, hit print. And boom, shaka.
Let's go.
Trevor loaded us in the squeeze, so he put the sail barn where the hay is going to, the sail barn. So now he's taking the hay back there, gonna unstrap, get it unloaded, and head back out to the field. Oh, look at those poor guys over there.
Oh man.
And stacking bales on a trailer when it's 110 degrees outside.
You remember doing that?
I remember those days, but now we got AC.
Oh man, never thought I'd see the light of day.
We made it. Yeah, yank that bad boy out of there. Show him who's boss. Almost got it one try.
You know what we should do? We should have a race. Get
A
one?
race?
Yeah, let's have a race.
I don't want to hurt your feelings that bad. I still want you to have at least a little bit of confidence to drive these.
Listen, I'm driving them all day.
Oh, look, what a nice guy.
This is for training me.
That's all I get.
We'll talk about it later.
How are you feeling, Nate? Going to get the last load out of the field today for you.
I'm pretty happy, honestly.
You got 2 good shifts in a row, and right when I turn the camera on,
I
you grind
know.
them.
Like that?
Alright guys, is he gonna make it onto this little canal right here? Oh, barely made it right there.
Oh, we're
See
good.
if he makes it back trailer.
We're golden.
He's holding up Ron a little bit. He might be getting a little cranky, but
Sorry, Ron.
now he's turning the truck around to get right behind that line of hay. So Trevor hit the squeeze and load it up. We can get it back to the farm.
Take me home. country road to the land I belong, West Virginia, out on radio.
Oh, too far. Yeah, back up a little bit. It's a little too far forward right here. He's watching Trevor. Trevor's telling him back up or go forward, and when he's good.
Perfect.
So here's the deal. It's Thursday evening. They're calling for rain tomorrow evening. I've got 16 loads to haul out of one farm. And then whatever we make tomorrow, which will probably be 8. Luckily, that's really close to home. The point being, got a lot of work to do tomorrow before this rainstorm. Ron's supposed to take off at about noon. He's been trying to get out of here. So I said, well, you just got to do it now. So cross your fingers. We don't get much rain. It needs to stay in the mountains. We need rain in the mountains to fill up our reservoirs and lakes. By the time it rains here, yeah, it's good for the desert. It's great for the animals, especially the deer. But for the farm, for the people necessarily, it doesn't help that much. We need it in the mountains to fill up those reservoirs. So, if it rains this weekend, please just rain in the mountains. I don't need it right here. See how it goes. You'll know. I'll tell you. After the credits, oh my gosh, I've been buying a lot of hay from other farmers just because there's a shortage. So these are things that are always on my mind, right? California is losing water. They're taking water away because of this drought. They're going into like transitioning from phase 1 to 2 to 3 on water. So they're losing millions of gallons of water, right? So that's hay that's not going to be on the market. There's already a shortage from the drought across the rest of the country. Arizona's lost a lot of water. Where we are, we're not losing very much. So I'm running around buying hay from other farmers. I'm not going to say these farmers aren't, but a lot of this hay has come in very dry and very ugly. So I'm not excited about it. That means this winter I'm going to have a lot of dry hay coming in. But luckily, we're about to transition. My father-in-law's got the dairy. Their cows are all they're all full of hay. Gonzalo, and he's awesome. H2A guys. If you don't have H2A guys, they're great. So anyways, the dairy is transitioning. They don't need any more green. They don't need any more alfalfa. So we're going to jump in and start baling several hundred acres, close to 1,000 acres probably. That is really going to help because we'll be able to throw our steamers on it and make okay hay, nice hay. Because a lot of the stuff I've been buying, it's just dry. It's summertime. It's June. It's been 108 degrees. It's been windy. So these guys are just making rough hay. The hay we're making is still nice. It's got all the leaf. It looks good. So it's going to be good to transition from buying baled ugly hay by other people over to the hay we're making. And that's going to be good. It's going to be good. And I'll feel a lot better about what's in my barns. Because right now, I'm not very confident about what's in the barns. I know the stuff we've baled up, but the stuff that other people have made, it's low. It's not as nice as I like and what I normally would like to have in my barn. So, that said, these are just things that are always like markets, right? Markets. Because I've never farmed in the Midwest, I'm not going to claim to understand how you guys have to follow the markets, but ours, and like when you buy or when you're selling beans or corn, you set one price and it's at one price from what I understand, or maybe 2 or 3 prices, but like we're changing weekly. Weekly these prices change. So I could buy a bunch of hay now, and in 4 months, for some unknown reason, the price crashes and it is now not worth that. But being that we're already in June, and these water cuts, I'm fairly confident that the prices aren't going to drop. So it is a huge gamble, especially when you look at how much money we have tied up in these barns. Now these barns are getting filled up. We'll have to do a drive-through in the next video and just show you. We were empty a couple weeks ago. Now several of them are already full. So it's always thinking, staying ahead, and trying to make the right decisions, especially because we don't only sell hay. We've got to buy hay. I wish I didn't buy hay, but that's because we've done a good job of selling hay and the hay we've made and the marketing. I now have to buy hay to supply customers. So I guess if things went bad, I could just not supply so many customers and stick to the hay, to the customers close to home. But anyways, those are things that are always on my mind. I'm always thinking about. Sometimes it stresses me out a bit, and it makes it difficult to make videos because I'm just like tunnel vision of what has to get done now and what is going on, trying to get things taken care of. So sorry if this video has been all over the place. If you even stayed to watch this, a little bit of it, sorry. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. All right, it's the end of Thursday before a rain on Friday. It's been a long day. Glad Nate got some practice in the truck. We got a lot of hay moved, short amount of time. It's hay season. It's rough. It's hard to really show you guys, to get across the camera, I guess, the boring parts of everything. It's hard to just have a camera going at all times. There's been a few comments say show us, just the day-to-day stuff. The day-to-day stuff is monotonous. You guys have kind of see it. We load trucks, we bring it in. Unfortunately, I'm low on guys again, which always seems to be the situation. So I'm not able to be out there when they're baling hay and get some good tractor footage. I try to get out there when I can, when things are a little bit slow, but Swather, but it doesn't always happen. I'm gonna do my best to get out there. I told myself every video I want to get some tractors in it. Fortunately, it's not been. It's been a rough week, but we'll do what we can. Thanks for watching. Again, thank you to my sponsors. Man, they help us so much. Forney and Fluidall. Give those guys a check out. Thumbs up, like the page. Have a good night.